Hi everybody, it's Lynnea, and today I have some absolutely beautiful neon goodness summer cards to share with you, and I'm going to be using some stamps, a stencil, and then I'll be also using some deco foil flock transfer sheets and the Glitz Glitter Gel, and both of those are the bright, yummy neon colors. So for my images, I'm going to start here just because I think it'll keep the flow of the cards going, because my video, I'll tell you later, my video kind of jumps around just a little bit. I had some technical difficulties, so I'm going to start here with the coloring. And my stamps today are from Pink and Maine. So I have the new Beach Unicorn stamp set as well as the Summer Sloths stamp set. Now you could definitely do just sloths, but I wanted to have all four colors of the Neon Flock and the Neon Glitz in this little card set. So that's why I decided to bring in that unicorn from the Beach Unicorn stamp set. I'm just going to color these up really simple with Copic coloring, and then I will use the coordinating dies to cut them out. And to help my die cutting, I'm using some of the 1/2" purple tape. That's not going to tear my cardstock, and it's going to make sure that my dies stay in place as I'm die cutting. So as I finish up the coloring here, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my technical difficulties. So I wanted to use a stencil for my backgrounds. So you're going to see me in a minute here bringing in the Trinity Stamps Catching Some Rays stencil. This is a 2-step stencil, and I chose this one specifically because I wanted to have rays of flock and of the Neon Glitz Glitter Gel to kind of have a 2-step background with lots and lots of texture and bright, fun neon colors. So I sprayed the back of that Trinity Stamp stencil, and I started with the first one with the chunkier rays because I wanted to have large areas of the Neon Flock and then the little areas of the Neon Glitz. So I sprayed the back of the first Trinity Stamps Catching Some Rays stencil with Pixie Spray. And then I'm going to line that up onto a piece of cardstock, and I'm going to do some stenciling. And you're going to see me here in a minute bring in my Deco Foil Transfer Gel Blanco. I chose the Blanco purely because I think it dries faster than the Duo Gel. And for me, time is always something precious because you never know when my son is going to want to play outside or do something with me. So for me, the Blanco gel is my go-to gel because it dries quickly, and a lot of times I can complete a project in one sitting. So as the gel is drying, I can do my coloring or die cutting, whatever else I need to do. So that's why I chose the Blanco. As I went to finish these cards, I realized that my laminator, it's not working properly. So this week I will be shopping for a brand new laminator so that I can use this Blanco gel again. The difference between the Blanco gel and the Duo gel is that the Blanco gel, you have to use your laminator to apply your product. The Duo gel, you can use your laminator or you can use your die cutting machine. So it's very convenient to use the Duo in that you don't have to drag out your laminator, but it does take a little bit longer to dry. So that's why I chose the Blanco, and you're going to see me here with, this is the Blanco gel on my cards completely dried. And all I'm going to do is take some of those, the Electro Pop Neon Flock Transfer Sheets. I'm using all four colors, the Poppin' Pink, Orange Glow, Hello Yellow, and Screamin' Green. The process is exactly the same. I just put the flock fuzzy side down into my transfer gel, and then where I messed up was I ran these through my laminator, and I realized that my laminator isn't getting hot enough. So I went back and I completed a different set of cards using the Duo gel. So that's where you see me here with my die cutting machine, and you can see my son's hands in here. He helped me. He loves to use the die cutting machine, so he helped me out with these backgrounds here. And you can kind of see I got a little bit flustered when my laminator didn't work, and so I was a little bit careless using the stencil to apply my Duo gel. That's no problem at all, especially with the flock, because the flock, it's so textured, you can just scratch it right off. So all I'm going to do is come in with a knife here and just kind of scratch that away, and you're not even going to be able to tell. I'm going to show you that one more time because I messed up on a few of these panels. So all I'm doing is just coming in with my little knife here, scratching that flock away, and then you can even come in with a sand eraser and smooth those backgrounds. So the moral of the story is I originally completed and I showed you these backgrounds with the Decofoil Transfer Gel Blanco, but I had to come back and use the Duo Gel for my finished card projects. The transfer gels work, you can apply them in exactly the same way. I used a Stencil pal. They just differ in the mode of application of the flock. For the Blanco gel, you have to use a laminator, but for the Duo Gel, you don't. You can use your die cutting machine. So now I have all those backgrounds with the gorgeous flock transfer sheets applied. And I'm going to go ahead and do the second step of that stencil. So all I did was spray the back of it with Pixie Spray. And now I'm going to be applying my Glitz Glitter Gels. Again, all 4 colors of the Glitz Glitter Gels. And I am applying these Glitz Gels heavily. When I use Glitz, I like to have a large application. I like them to be chunky and really raised up off the card. So you're going to see there's a lot of excess left on my workspace and on my stencil. So I'm going to use my handy dandy stencil pal here. That's what I'm using to apply the gel over the stencil. And I'm coming in and just scraping all the excess off. So look at all that extra that was left on the stencil, but you can go back and save. I'm going to show you this process just one more time. I used a simple baby wipe just to clean that Screamin' Green Glitz Glitter Gel off my stencil. And now I'm going to come in with the Orange Glow Glitz Glitter Gel, just spraying the back of my stencil with the Pixie Spray and then just really pushing that stencil on to make sure that it's adhered. I'm using a stencil pal to give that glitz a stir. Don't be afraid if your Glitz Glitter Gel separates. The gel itself is clear and it's the glitter that gives the color, so if it separates, that's completely normal. Just give it a quick stir and it'll work perfectly. I'm using my stencil pal just to scrape that Glitz Glitter Gel over the top, and then I'll peel that stencil back and set these backgrounds aside to dry. Now I was careful to kind of mix up my colors so that I didn't have the same colors of Glitz Glitter Gel and the flock transfer sheets. I considered having them the same color and having kind of a tone on tone, but I thought that it would be fun to mix up these colors and have all this texture with a bunch of different colors. So here's a quick peek at all of the backgrounds. And you can see, especially with that pink and green one, I call it my watermelon background, that I didn't quite get the stencil centered. That's okay because when I add my images, it's going to cover up that little center star burst point, and so you're not even going to really be able to tell. I have all my die cut images and I'm just going to kind of play around and figure out which one I want on which card. Then I'm going to use my favorite adhesives, the iCraft Ultra Bond Liquid Adhesive and the iCraft 3D Foam Squares, to adhere all of these little critters and some sentiments on top of my fun, summery neon backgrounds. And that's going to complete my card set using the Neon Flock Transfer Sheets and the Neon Glitz Glitter Gels. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. I will see you again soon. Bye!